So we are starting with the model answer, and while going through the answer, I will tell you what things have to be kept in mind. See, the question was, which is more important, development or environment? So the answer written by me, both development and environment are symbiotically important. See, the trap is what? Trap is getting one-sided. When you get one-sided while answering such kind of questions, so this is the biggest trap. This is the biggest trap. The second trap is more dangerous. The first trap is when we are getting one-sided, either the side of development or the side of environment. This is the first trap. It means we will not score marks. The second trap is more dangerous. Some students are trying to make a balance. Some people are trying to make a balance between two sides. Some people are trying to make a balance between two sides, but they are not prove it rationally. They are not able to prove it rationally. I am using the word rationally. Means if I am telling you that both development and environment are important, then it's not enough to say that. We just have to prove logically in our answers. So many a time I have repeated this, I repeat it again, that the placement of each and every word is very important. If the placement is not proper, then the notion, the idea you want to deliver in answering the question, in answering that particular question, may be different. Getting? So let's see how I have placed the words on the basis of the concepts of intrinsic value and instrumental value that I have discussed, and we have to write this answer in 150 words. So I am starting. Both development and environment are symbiotically, means they are complementary. Both development and environment are symbiotically important for the human beings to survive. They have instrumental value for the humans, thus crucial for sustainable progress in order to bring inclusiveness. So I have started with a masterpiece. See, everybody should be one's own evaluator, one's own critic, one's own admirer. Everybody should be one's own critic, one's own admirer before anybody else. And if you can do this, it means magic will start happening with you. So when I wrote this answer, so I get thrilled. I got thrilled because okay. So Nisha had some problem with the videos buffering, but Sana has answered that video is absolutely fine. Check from your side, Nisha. Okay. So the first paragraph I have mentioned here, in which I try to give a signature statement. I try to give a signature statement in sync with the demand of the question, right? And this first paragraph, you should try to write answers so that the evaluator wants to go through your answer thoroughly. Again, I am repeating. Since we have reached the 15th day, 15th class, now these things should be talked, these things should be discussed, that we should try to write our first paragraph the way it must prompt, it must inspire the evaluator to go for further paragraphs in a very interesting manner, very enthusiastically, right? So I've just placed it, and it's very much possible. It's not a very tough task, since I am guiding you. If I did not guide you from the very first class about answer writing, problem would have been bigger, right? Or I would say very tough. But I have been just guiding you, so you just keep on trying, and after some time, you will be master of it. You will master answer writing the way I actually want from you. So the further paragraph, the next paragraph, development drives economic growth, infrastructure improvements, and societal advancements essential for alleviating poverty and enhancing living standards. However, prioritizing development at the expense of the environment can lead to irreversible ecological damage, resource depletion, and climate change, jeopardizing future generations' well-being. I have changed the paragraph with a new thought, with the new and further thought. And I told you that always try to keep your answers in more than, if answer requires 150 words, then there must be at least 3 paragraphs. If there is a 4 paragraph, better. But and not more than 4 paragraphs. While answering the questions for 150 words, we should not use more than 4 paragraphs. 3 paragraphs is ideal for answering the questions of 150 words. Clear? So I have started with this statement in the first paragraph, then I went further with a new idea that has added a new thing to this answer. Now see, thus a holistic approach is needed. Integrating sustainable development principles that align economic growth with environmental stewardship. This involves adopting green technologies, enforcing stringent environmental regulations, and fostering a culture of conservation. Policymakers must ensure that development initiatives undergo rigorous environmental impact assessments and that communities are educated on sustainable practices. Now, here is the way forward, and I will also discuss about the concept of way forward and conclusion today, right? So that you can distinguish between the 4th paper of GS of ethics, integrity and aptitude and the first paper of mains essay, right? Suppose the same question is asked in essay and the same question has been asked in the 4th paper of GS. So what should be the difference? What difference we should keep? We'll discuss about. So way forward, it is important to ensure that development initiatives undergo rigorous environmental impact assessments, incentivizing green innovations, enhancing public awareness on sustainability, and fostering global cooperation on environmental issues. Global cooperation on environmental issues are development. We can achieve economic growth while preserving the environment for future generations. Now let's have a look on this. Answer in 150 words. Actually, I exceeded some words. I have exceeded some words, and every day I do it intentionally so that you can, once you get the PDF of this, and you can analyze. You can analyze. Because I do not want to leave any stone unturned, right, for you to tackle with. I just want to make each and every aspect of this paper very much clear, not only for this paper, for you to score maximum marks, but also for the essay and for the interviews. Because I don't work on guessing. I don't work on imagination. I work on consolidation. I work on proper plan. Clear? So see, now development has, Sai Vishnuvardhan Reddy has said, development has intrinsic value. No, not at all. Development has instrumental value. Right? Development has instrumental value. Why we need development? Why we need? We need development for our holistic growth. And that is why development has instrumental value. Ecology also has instrumental value. Both are important for humans. Both are important for humans. Who are the humans? Humans are the rational agents. They have intrinsic value. Clear? See, this question is not about, and this question has Sachin Jagtap, excuse me. Sachin Jagtap has asked, sir, can we add SC judgment regarding climate change? See, if you are trying to add this judgment of Supreme Court, then word limit may be exceeded. Word limit may exceed, right? Sir, we can explore this answer with yesterday's philosophical theories. Yes, we can. This is the one answer. This is the one answer that I'm just showing you. And I'm trying to learn from me, not copy. Right? Just learn, because if there's any kind of question in the examination, you mustn't be feeling perplexed. Ariman Gehlot has said greed is extrinsic value, right? Yes, greed is extrinsic value. Hasim Ali is asking, oh, Hasim, your question goes up. I could not see it now. Can we use theories? Bhavani has asked. Yes, we can use. Theocentrism theory can be used here. Yes, we can use. Anushka has asked. Hasim's question is, sir, can we add theories that you invoke? Yes, absolutely. These are very technical things, and that will give your answer writing a different dimension. And that's what I was talking. I'm just talking the same thing, that you have to learn from me and try to shape your answers, try to frame your answers in different manner. Right? This question is not about examples. See, AT has asked me that, sir, we need not give any example. Yes, we should. This question is actually not asking about the example. First thing, even then you can give the examples, but if you are putting examples, the word limit will exceed. Sneha Garg is asking, it's a good question, sir, can we use facts from the newspapers to answer such kind of questions? Yes, you can. Or going in a general, no, you can use. Right. Yeah, I have just said it. Pankaj Singh is saying, sir, underlining and boxing of keywords are also important for ethics and essays answers. Not only in ethics and ethics and essays, but also in other papers of GS. If you want to highlight some particular point, you can underline them, right? You can underline them. I have already said this I think in previous lectures. Sir, can we add some unique points of your model answer in our notes? Ayushman Gehlot. That is why I have given you all those things. That's why I have taught you all those things, so that you can use it. Fine. Okay. So let me just complete this answer. Then we'll go for the brainstorming of one question. Then after, we will go further for the case study section. So answer in 150 words. Both development and environment are symbiotically important for the human beings to survive. They have instrumental value for the humans, thus crucial for sustainable progress in order to bring inclusiveness. Development fosters economic growth, infrastructure and societal advancements, elevating poverty and improving living standards. However, neglecting environmental protection can cause irreversible ecological damages. So I have basically penned down this answer. I'm not going through the whole answer because it will take some time. Way forward is there. So there is, the first answer was of, I think, consisting more than 150 words. And this is, the second answer is in 150 words. So just go through both the answers, analyze them, and after analyzing, try to learn what happens when we are exceeding word limit. There are some questions. So can we use point-wise answering for good score? I have already said, I said, I think yesterday also, and the day before yesterday, somebody has asked me questions. We have to use points if it is necessary. See, never ever try to impress UPSC. Getting? If you think that you can make your answer look very creative, very innovative, then you should try to use some such kind of points. Clear? Now, one mind map I'm just showing you here. You say ecology. The nature, or you can say flora and fauna, natural resources. So humans progress, benefits, satisfaction, happiness, success. Humans. So how we use our nature, flora and fauna, natural resources for our progress, for our benefits, for satisfaction, for happiness, for success, right? So this is development and this is environment. Both are important for humans. So what humans should do? Whatever progress, benefit, satisfaction, happiness, success, humans are actually taking while using these things. Humans should contribute. Give back. I would say humans should give back to the improvement of, or to the conservation of ecology, to the conservation of nature, to the conservation and I would say that the safety of flora and fauna. Getting? So this is how we can say that both this is development and this is conservation. This is I would say environment, and this is about development. Both are important for humans. So humans should do nothing but whatever they are gaining from here, right? They should give back to the same ecology. They should give back to flora and fauna. They should give it to the ecological system, right? Just have a look on it. This is not an ideal mind map. I'm just showing you that you can also use mind maps, right? Not only to make mind maps, but when you feel that I can have better explanation through mind map, only then try to use mind maps, right? And after in some classes I will show you different types of mind maps, but making mind maps and flowcharts should not be our purpose. Only to make UPSC impressed. Clear? Fine. Theocentric. Somebody, Jashwant Sanju has said theocentric. Sai Vishnu Vardhan Reddy saying natural resources has both utility and usefulness, which can also be said as they have both intrinsic and instrumental value. See, both natural resources have both, this is fine, utility and usefulness, right? But if you ask in one line what natural resources have, which value they have, so they have instrumental value. Why? Because they are useful they are of a great use to the humans. Who the humans? The humans, those are rational agents. Who rational agents? Those have intrinsic value, right? Clear?